Welcome to week 4 in our Math and Logic class. This week you're going to be finishing up Unit 1, so finishing up the information about sets. So we've done, worked with sets, we've done some problem solving stuff. At the end of this unit, there's a practice test, a test, and then a problem to solve. So for the practice test, it is, my notes here, you have unlimited attempts on it. You can do it as many times as you want, and only your best score will count. It's worth 1% of your overall grade, just like a homework assignment, and it's very similar to the test. Now remember, when you're doing the practice test and when you're doing the test, you can use your notes, you can use my notes, you can use the internet. If you trust ChatGPT, you can use that. Just don't have another person do your test for you. Okay, so do that practice test, do it. You can review it once you're done. I've got a spot here that you can review any number of the practice tests you've done. And then once you feel good and ready, you can do the test. So the test is one attempt. It's worth 8% of your overall grade. It's really similar to the practice test. And again, you can use any resources you want, just not another person. Then to totally wrap up the first unit, I have a problem for you to solve. This is me asking you to do some work with Puglia's 4-step problem solving process. Let's see if I click on view instructions here. So solve using Puglia's 4-step problem solving process. And then here's the problem stated for you. If you want to see how I'm going to grade it, you can click on the grading rubric. 70% of your score here is including your work. So include what you did to solve the problem, either a really good description of it or a photograph of your work or typed work or something like that. Then including your heuristic is 10% of your grade. So you remember you can find that list of heuristics back in section 1.3. Having your answer be correct is 10% of your grade, and then having your answer be easy to find, so in a complete sentence, either at the start or the end of your submission, is the last 10% of your score. Okay, this problem to solve is worth 3% of your overall grade, so don't forget to do it, and don't forget to include all those little things. Of course, if you have any questions about that, any issues, anything happens with the test and you need clarification, let me know. Once you're done with the test, I'll spend next week making sure I write an email to everybody with what you missed on the test, any feedback on it, notes about the unit, that kind of thing. So I will look at your test. So if you get something wrong, don't worry, especially if it was a typo or something. I will look at it for the test. Thanks, and I hope everybody has a good week.